Welcome back. Welcome back to Star Wars. Boys are here in full effect. Super hyped to get dialed into this one today. We are going to be drafting characters that deserve their own spinoff show. I don't know how we haven't done this on YouTube yet. This is going to be a spectacular watch. Check this out. What is 25 Days of TOT? 25 Days of TOT is the best Christmas present you could ever receive. You're getting a video every day from December 1st to December 25th. Is that all? Absolutely not. We're giving away over $1,000 in sets. How does that work? You comment a number 1 through 25 on every video. We're going to pick a winner. Once that number is picked, it's gone. You can't use it again. So make sure you're following all the videos as we go. Well, what is this leading to? The merch is coming out. Merry Christmas, December 24th. Stick along for the whole ride. You can get all your family members TOT merch for Christmas. The season of giving, the holiday season, 25 days of Christmas. TOT does it best. Best podcast in the world. Let's get it.
All right, boys. Hope you guys are enjoying December so far. It's been a lot of fun for us to film. It's been a grind, but we appreciate the support. Ooh, respin early. Respin. Whoa.
My name's actually Respin now.
Oh, T again. This guy, man. Me and T have had the first picks in every video for like the last month.
I got one, I think, but it's tough, man. T's been farming first picks, and you've been doing just a fraction of a better job. And
It's because I have a higher percentage because I'm always got I get in last place, so they give me the first pick.
Okay, it's also like you have had. I'd love to see the draft results after having the first option on the last 8 drafts.
You think it's helped my stuff? You think it's helped my squad?
I think it makes it worse. I think you panic draft.
Yeah, I'm like the Bills drafting. Besides,
Matt had a panic draft last one.
I did a panic draft last.
What'd you panic draft?
You should have just went Wampa Cave. It would have been my favorite pick.
We did the Lord's
work. Last thing I'll say on that is you could all build the Wampa Cave into Elam. Like you could do a lot with that whole sort of structure.
Sure. All right, T,
what do we got? First
overall pick. This is a show we need very bad, and Finn's brought it up before. We need a young Anakin. We need a young Anakin show from between episode 1 to episode 2. What happens with Anakin?
Completely forgot I brought that up. I didn't even put that on my list. We were talking about that.
I feel like that's a 1-1.
No, that is.
There's a lot of 1-1s in this. There's never going to be a clear-cut one, but I do think that would be a phenomenal show.
That's the true Star Wars fan 1-1 that wants the Anakin Skywalker start of side. Well, now that would be Luke. That would be. I don't want to tip picks, but
him getting in trouble all the time, doing stupid shit as a kid.
Would it be like a young Leia show though?
No, it'd be like teenage. I'd say.
Oh, Rob, you would want it from 10 to 18. Yeah. But
animated live action.
Oh, live action for sure, especially too because you can get away with. It would be kind of tough because the end of the age, he's probably should look a lot more like what he looks like in episode 2 at that point. But I was gonna say it's like an age range where it's you can get away with having another actor play it.
I just think it's underexplored. It's the only if Star Wars, the point of Star Wars is Anakin, which Roger Christian said to us. Shout out to Goat. It's the only underexplored part of his life, pretty much.
Yeah. Do we don't really see we don't see why he picks that lightsaber and all that kind of stuff, right? Or anything like that.
Absolutely
so it'd be cool to get. For me, that's the number one thing I'd want to see is why he chooses that lightsaber. What's the backstory lore behind that? If it's not already explained somewhere.
I can already see how to train him, dude. He's the day one of him being his he's never been a master to anybody. I would just be very curious, and he's very young.
That's what I'm gonna say too. I could already picture scenes of his power, Anakin's force, since he's so powerful, getting out of control and having to learn how to deal with it, and all those scenarios as well.
I think I do love the pick, and I would be all in. It would be one of the most hype I would be for a show in a long time. But my one gripe would be not having Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan would be tough.
That would hurt.
In that era.
Very hard to stomach that, and it's potentially enough to ruin the whole show.
It would hurt, but also I'm a huge fan of Solo, so like I can look over the like iconic characters
Fair.
losing like who they actually are. I know I can understand why people can't. Like I don't know why I can, to be honest, but it's a non-issue for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they
I
get
gotta
So-
read.
You could pick. You could see him. You could see him in school at the Jedi Academy, being way older than everyone else too.
Yeah, it'll just be like a cool look into actual Jedi, like that we don't normally
You've
get.
never seen how younglings are trained in the temple, by the way, and I've said that before.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
All right,
They
Stone?
just make it like skeleton crew. Give me. I've said this a million times before, and I just like have to say it again. Give me a live action Darth Revan show and cast Keanu Reeves. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna beat this till the day I die. I'm gonna beat this like a horse. Give me that. Give me a Darth Revan show, Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, I just want to know more. Like for me, a lot of these are for my picks, and what I think the objective of this should be is either add lore to what we already have in 1 through 6, which there's not many opportunities to really do that, or give us stuff before. I'm kind of over the after stuff a little bit.
Yeah,
I want some more before stuff.
Yeah, I want like the whole Jedi Civil War. Like,
Yeah.
we just got a Lego Malik too recently, so with the whole Lego side of things, it really makes sense to like get him on screen, get him fighting Mandalore the Ultimate, get him just dominating because he really was like an aura farmer too, and Keanu Reeves would be. People have said it before, like he'd be perfect for it.
He's a
And-
badass actor too.
Also, too, like with all the cinematics that are out, how I don't know how one person can watch those and be like, I don't want to show a full show about this.
Yeah, the Battle Malachor. You can put the whole Battle Malachor.
Battle Coruscant as well.
Jedi Civil War. Yeah, like you can do so much cool shit with it too.
The Battle
Toby?
Coruscant would be elite TV.
It would
Would
be an
be so
expensive budget, but I think.
Well,
I
wait,
think-
that's a. Oh, I guess you already said Keanu Reeves, so that would make it live action.
Yeah, I think I would 100% be live action. I think that I should have started with that, but I think just if they had a big enough budget, they have a large enough fan base to kind of make up for it. So I think they could get a lot of viewership behind it. What do you think, Finn?
I just feel like it could be grabby enough from the trailers that you could attract non-sweats. There's enough going on and there's enough fighting and enough action that even if you weren't coming to it for the lore, you might still just come to it for the visual. Like even if someone
with Kylo Ren, people watched episode 7 and were hyped on that because Kylo Ren's new helmet, or like the new helmet design of Kylo Ren, and it's sick. Darth Revan has a sick helmet. They'd see that and be like, damn.
even non-Star Wars fans, just the scale of battling in the Old Republic is very large. So like there's just a draw to that. It's definitely whatever you could call it anything, but it would not be boring.
It would be great. The only issue, and this isn't even like a Disney or a Star Wars issue, this is just movies and Hollywood in general now, is you just make what makes the most money. So it's like, what is the lowest we can make it for that'll get us the highest percentage? It's not like, let's make a movie that's going to get the best reception. It's just like, what's going to make the most, which is so stupid.
The battles would be like Battle Geonosis times like a million, dude.
My
It'd be
one
great.
hope is that it just wouldn't turn into something like The Acolyte, because like I feel like we all kind of got by the trailer in terms of like the action and all the sabers and all that. Like that would be my one worry with it.
But we got to have the right people making the right stuff, right person, right chair. Also, Rob, I was paying attention the whole time. I was just re-putting this together for you. My little young Anakin. All right, cool.
Finn,
I'm
that's
up
okay.
here.
Yeah.
This is going to be a bit of a controversial pick. Some people, I want a Leia after Episode 6 show. I think Leia after Episode 6 is very, very, very interesting, forming the entirety of a whole new democracy and government and whatnot, and also Jedi training at the same time.
So for you, as someone that has vocally on this channel said it's very tough to get into episode 1 because of the politics, you want a full show about politics. Just saying.
It's a bit of it's forming like a republic though. Like it's a little bit different than like already established. I'm just watching people argue about it. It's like building like a whole new galaxy almost. And she is the most integral person in that process.
No, I don't disagree. I think it would be a solid show. But I'm saying from your perspective,
Yeah,
like I don't mind that in TV. I don't.
Cool to watch her Jedi train, and it would just there'd be a lot of good side characters. It'd be a phenomenal show.
Live action or animated?
100,000% live action.
Cool.
So
feel
you
like-
wouldn't have an issue with a Leia.
I've been over
A
this
non-Carrie
before.
Fisher Leia.
I've been over this before, and we're going to save it for the other video. But I am in the camp of lookalike actor, AI face tune. Same thing with Mandalorian. It's advanced to a point now, Ice, that it is way different than it was in 2022. We're going to save that for that video, though.
He wants the Sora.
I don't want Sora. I've seen examples that are made from someone's iPhone that I would easily watch a 2-hour movie of. Anyway,
All right.
what are your guys' thoughts?
I'm all
No.
for it.
I'm not opposed. I'm out on the AI face, but I would rather them do just a recast than.
Well, what do you feel about the theoretical part of the pick? Let's not let that take all the.
No, I think it would be fine. I think I would be more excited for Robin Stones, but that's just I'm not like too into Leia that like as
One
a
of my
character.
favorites. It's one of
I
my
don't know.
favorites.
Seeing Leia as a Jedi would be pretty electric. I'm not.
That would be cool.
I think
It would be cool, and I would watch it. and I'd appreciate.
I think
the
if you
lore.
put Sydney Sweeney in there and you made her as Leia and just really like made her as the new staple Leia, I think it'd get a lot of new fans of Star Wars.
Because of her acting, right, Stone? She's just a really good actress.
The Jeans commercial, I think, really did it, but I don't know. I think
She's
you just give her a lightsaber and have her use the Force, do some real big Jedi jumps. Oof.
She's very talented.
The whole show is just her flipping. Why is this movie 10 hours long?
This movie 50 hours. People forget, Ice, that she's also very powerful.
Make Han Solo that Gwyneth Powell guy. Yeah, perfect.
All right, boys.
Wait,
For me,
no,
right.
Finn, explain this to me since you know better than I do. Leia post episode 6, is she like getting in the mix of like fighting people and stuff like that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she's a
Oh
badass.
yeah. She's powerful as hell. She's Leia, this is where they got Rey doing Force lightning from. Leia also has Force lightning.
Who does she fight? Like who are her foes? And
Robs.
I mean, she doesn't directly duel.
because that's where I'm
Anybody.
at. If she's becoming a Jedi,
She
I want
doesn't
her to
do
be
that.
dueling.
She doesn't duel anybody until Dark Empire. I believe she has an encounter with the clone Luke. I believe she has an encounter with. Also, think about her fighting Starkiller in the deleted like in the DLC. Just think about that in movie form, and then replace Starkiller with someone else if you need a visual to kind of.
All right. I just got if I'm in on it if she's dueling. If it's like her
she's
just
also-
learning
she's
how to
also or Rob, she's more like, and the flying thing was so fucking stupid the way it was done. Her flying.
Doesn't she like
But-
battle some bugs or some shit like that? I can't remember if it was like the Hux or something like that.
Well, they battle the Yusam Vong, and she sliced. She gets active with Yusam Vong, but
The Dark
The,
Empire campaign, that thing.
her flying, as stupid as that was, I think Rob, that was more her Jedi area rather than like saber combat stuff like that.
a whole show of her flying.
No, that's not at all. You know how much I hate that, dude. Don't try and spin that. But
All right.
okay,
Floating in
For
space
me-
for a 10-hour loop.
I got a little back to back here. I got both my picks, so I'm excited. The first one I want is a Palpatine show, basically similar to how we would see how Andor was done, where it's like leads directly into Rogue One. I want it to lead directly into the Phantom Menace.
No Jar
So-
Jar Binks show.
No, not this time. So Palpatine from like when he's say around our age or maybe 40s or whatever, like basically him becoming a Sith, and then like say a second season could be a time jump to where now he's on Naboo and like all that and whatever. Like basically do it Andor style, but mix in the elements of him becoming a Sith.
Have you ever
And I
seen his
think-
house on Naboo? Like his actual like
his crib is crazy, dude.
No.
dude. Sometime like search his crib on Naboo. It's actually like the fattest. Like you just go, okay, it makes sense that like he ended up being like where he was and all that because like master manipulator and he like actually really did like accrue like a mass amount of respect and wealth.
But I
Well, my
feel like
girlfriend, when this bitch is tripping, Rob, but I genuinely went Palpatine's childhood home on the house.
But like for me, I just feel like that would be like Andor to me was done in the perfect way a Star Wars show should be, especially leading into something that already had a finished conclusion to the character. So I feel like this show could take elements of that and be done really, really well. And like it doesn't need there's not going to be this huge amount of like action or anything. It's going to be like really good storytelling in an ideal world.
That's where I'm nervous. Palpatine seems like the most boring dude behind the scenes, like paperwork, politics.
No, but
No,
you could.
pulling all the string. Imagine Tony Gilroy then if he made Andor making that Palpatine show, and it's the same anthology. Like Matt saying, literally exactly how detailed and crazy Andor was, just for Palpatine.
But
You
when
can
does
have it,
Palpatine find himself in those situations? Is what I'm
bro.
saying.
It could be over a long period of time. He's the one who
Yeah.
puts in the order for the clone army. He's the one that manipulates the bank clan to pull all the money. There's so much that he does.
I still
Like,
haven't
dude,
heard one fight scene though.
He doesn't fight anybody.
But that's like Andor is the perfect
He kills Plagueis.
Andor. That is what I'm saying. You're comparing this to Andor. Andor still has fighting in almost every episode. Like this would have none of that.
But you could have him like. You could have elements of that. Like you can have it more sort of like
He could be
with
training Darth Maul. Darth Maul could be going out and doing the fighting in the show.
like yeah, like
Yeah,
there's just
okay.
there's a lot of different
He
avenues.
duels with Darth Maul. He trains with Darth Maul just like he does in the Clone Wars. Clearly, Maul was adjusted to his fighting style a little bit, so I'm sure they sparred. So Maul could be the one who's doing all the. I got you, Ice.
Yeah, thanks. But like my thing is like you could there's many different ways you could do it. Like one season could be maybe him like behind the scenes kind of like espionage.
Yeah, I think it'd be sick, dude.
I
It's literally
don't
going
think
straight. It's like him like going like I could see like him going ham with Maul in a fighting scene, and then it just like pans right to like him like walking in a hallway like doing like a politic meeting.
The same way they would parallel with like Mon Mothma and Cassian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, that'd be fire,
Stuff like
bro.
So
Nice.
that would be something that would be really in for. Like if we could get that and then the Anakin one within a year, like in the same year, like that would add so much context to the prequels, and I think it would be so cool.
That'd be awesome.
And then my second pick, this is more just for me, and I do think it could be interesting, and there would be a lot of like action, more so going to the other end of the spectrum, would be the first Mandalorian Jedi show, Tari Vizsla. I think
There's the
getting that show, like basically how he went from being Mandalorian Jedi, like you could make up some kind of lore to it, like fight scene wise, like he is an enemy, whatever it is. I think that would just be a super cool thing because you get to see the inside perspective of Mandalorians and Jedi, like their culture, that kind of
If
thing.
that had come out instead of the Mandalorian, then yes.
Why?
I think it's still
It's
gonna come
totally
out.
different.
It should have came out instead of the Mandalorian. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Because it's Ice, it's like I agree, and I would like that better, and that would be insanely cool. But the people are too Mandalorian out.
Yeah, I'm in Finn's camp. If it was the,
Okay,
I think it's a
I don't
better
disagree
idea.
with that.
I think it's a better idea than Mando, but again, I might be Mandalorian out once this movie comes out.
Yeah, you can see that dark saber get forged though. I don't know. I think that alone.
I just think the Mandalorian's a little too focused on Grogu. Like they're like obviously Din Djarin's the main character, but there's a heavy focus on Grogu. If it just kind of followed him and like Mandalorian culture as a whole, I don't know. I feel like it could be cool.
Yeah. Also, they just left off with like the what's it called, the mythosaur.
Yeah,
Mythosaur.
yeah.
Mythosaur, bro. Are we ever gonna like figure out what happens with that or no?
Maybe
I don't
in a
even know
movie.
if I care.
Listen, the movie has nothing to do with all that. Shit,
Maybe.
I don't even know if I don't even remember, man. I've only watched that
the movie
once.
has boxing scenes in it. No.
Yeah, there's
Got some
Royal
like
Rumble.
brawls.
That's gonna be. I think the movie's gonna be cool. But
I
I
don't want it to mean from you.
just to go back, I do think that that's a good pick.
I agree.
But yeah, that was just like a personal pick for me. I would love to see that. So yeah,
That would
I
cook.
do.
That would actually cook.
I'm happy with my list. I really am.
I
The
do
Game
like
of
that.
Thrones vibes, like the olden days.
Yeah.
It would definitely have the. I mean, I don't know Game of Thrones, but I feel like it would have those vibes.
I don't want to take my obvious pick, so I'm gonna take like a different angle of it a little bit because I do want more Thrawn stuff. I'm very interested in a show that fills the gap from when he gets to Priya to when they arrive there.
You are going Thrawn?
Yes, simply because that character is very interesting and smart and tactical, and I want to know more Night Sisters lore and more World Between Worlds lore and more stuff relating to the father and the son stuff. And I know that they know, as in the Night Sisters, and how are they on that planet communicating with someone in the other galaxy and all the anthology like magic stuff of part of Star Wars. I would love to see how he gets integrated with them and gets
I
everything
feel like
set
you
up.
can do that with like just reading a book though.
That to me falls even more of the category. Like I know we don't have as much content on Thrawn as we do the Mandalorians, but that falls into the camp of I'm already Thrawned out. Like I have enough Thrawn.
More.
And I also think part of Thrawn's aura is like the lack of what we see of him. Like you see him in like
that. I do agree with though, Rob.
I agree with
disagree.
that. I agree with that 100%.
like the more you find of Thrawn, the more you're gonna be like, oh, this dude's just like a regular general.
I personally disagree with that. Oh, it's just more evidence of him being elite. But I'd be very interested to see him as someone who respects all arts and cultures and stuff, integrating himself in with those like master Night Sisters. That would be very interesting. I know there's raiders and other shit happening on that planet, and the statue of the father and the son and the daughter is all I need to want more on that planet. So
the Night
I know
Sisters is boring, bro.
Yeah,
Night Sisters are dope. Dathomirians
No,
are.
I'm all in on Night Sisters. I think
I'm with
cool.
Stone. I don't need any more Night Sisters.
I think Night Sisters are
Not
sick.
enough of those in the Clone Wars, bro. And like I like the shit what they do in Clone Wars where they bring back like they with the Sajbaja Press, like heal them all that. Like that's cool.
So sick.
But I don't need any more of them.
Yeah,
I think it's
I
super
need
fucking
more
cool.
like
I want that gap
stuff like
closed.
that.
I want
need
that
more
gap
like
closed.
other species.
And I also want to know what's going on with Ezra, because he's clearly said he ran into him many times. So I just want to know what's happening on that whole planet by itself.
bro.
So
Once Rebel season 8,
my one counterpoint would be
You want more of the same characters? Like, all right.
so for Finn. My one pushback on your pick, and then we'll go to Stone, is why can't you just do exactly that in flashbacks in the next season of Ahsoka?
Hopefully they do. That'd be great.
So I'm just saying, like that's an angle a lot of shows hit.
That would be best case scenario. That would be great.
bro said he wants Ahsoka season 2.
No, that would be.
Bro wants Ahsoka season 0.5 before 1.
That would be, and obviously if okay, well
It's okay. This might be my worst pick of all time. So like, it's not like the this is something like I would want to though. This is like I would want Maddie pick. I want a show called like The Hutts. Doesn't have to be like Jabba Hutt. It's like whoever's in charge of the Hutts at the time, and then like it's an Italian mafia vibe like show like The Sopranos, and each season's an episode where you get a different bounty hunter that works for Jabba.
Okay, that I didn't have in my pick, but I was getting flamed for my Jabba bounty hunter show.
This isn't like
it was not the show; it was your framing. You got to remember
it was bad framing, but still.
You picked that?
Once you yes, he did. But once he like fully explained it, we all loved the idea.
I think
it was just your framing was not there.
I just thought like you get a different bounty hunter each episode, and I was gonna say this is like an anime, like it's gonna be like a Star Wars anime.
The way that you framed it as like a mafia theme gets me interested in it.
Yeah, it's live. I guess it had to be live action if it's like more like The Sopranos.
No, you could do it animated style. And just
I would want live action if it's to be serious like The Sopranos or like Penguin. Like I'd rather it be live action. Actually,
a good show.
Gives it more aura. You know what I mean? Like Penguin live action in that new show to me is more intimidating than he was in like the Batman animated series. You know,
True.
So I think it just gives him more like, damn, they mean business.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't get that bounty done. Like, shoved into the lockers.
Yeah. No,
I would love that, dude, because they also do a lot of smuggling, gambling, illegal stuff. Hits.
Yeah. Like super mature show. Like drugs involved, all the whole shebang.
All right, T, round us out.
So much goonable material in that show, Stone.
Jabba just starts speaking Italian.
Mamma mia.
Gabagool.
Great pick, Stone.
Gabaguska. That's what he would say.
See, my thing here is I like how Star Wars has a bunch of variety of like kid shows. They have not really a bunch of variety, but they have an adult show now with Andor. They should do more adult shows. They have animated, all this stuff. There's no Star Wars comedy out there. That's what I'm going to say. There's no Star Wars comedy yet.
What do you mean? We have the sequels. We talked about Star Wars comedy.
Okay, besides the sequels, we need a canon. We need a canon Star Wars comedy, Stone, right?
Oh, it's Skeleton Crew. What do you mean?
Something that's like specifically meant to make you laugh. Who is the funniest group in Star Wars?
It's
gonna be called. It's gonna be called Clanka. I want to follow around the life of a B1 battle droid and what it's like in making a pure comedy between what it's
You're
like.
Making fun of me. You're making fun of me for picking Ahsoka season 2. You just picked Clone Wars.
Yeah, that might be one of the worst.
They don't follow personally
make
any.
jokes.
You're talking about droids being funny. Clone Wars is literally droids being funny.
But they don't follow droids. Like you don't have like a.
They do.
Who's your favorite droid in it? Who's your favorite droid in Clone Wars?
The total amount of droid
Yeah,
jokes and
that's
comedy in it would probably be around like 5-6 minutes, and I don't need more of that.
I think they could make a whole comedy out of them, like that. And
Ask
like,
me who my favorite droid is.
who's your favorite droid?
Roger. Ice. You just
I'm flabbergasted.
They could make a good comedy out of that, dude. They're
at the
I'm
end
not
of the
gonna lie.
video, so like they can click off now and not at the beginning.
If that show ever gets made, that is the end of Star Wars.
Well, Clank is gonna come
You
out.
want to talk about wasting resources?
You could have gone like, oh yo, give me a show about like pod racers and like they're going in depth of like a racer and like that races different circuits of like pod racing. Like,
But I want a comedy.
That would be a good show.
I want a
Bro,
comedy.
but think about how old that would get after 20 minutes of listening to a B1 Battle Droid's voice with those jokes. Like, think about how awful that would be after a 20-minute episode.
It's not like the show is only B1 battle droids talking. It's like Clone Wars is about clones, and it's not like you only see clones. Like, it's not like you're
saying if the main character is the B1 Battle Droid, you're going to clearly listen to its voice the whole time.
Yeah, you would. You'd listen to a lot of B1 battle droid.
All right, boys.
Out on that, man.
I hope people made it to the end of this video.
Matt,
I really do.
You know, Drive to Survive.
No.
Let me say, brother,
like the F1 Drive to Survive, like Netflix shows where it goes into like how
yes,
F1. Do that, but it's just Drive to Survive Ben Quaceneros.
That would be cool. I think
I'm just trying to keep my pod racing together, basically.
Robert,
the pod racing element.
Let's make him feel better real quick, just so that I like that you want to take a comedy.
Yeah, it was a good attempt to add a comedy. I just don't know how. I don't know how they would do Star Wars.
Sorry, I just felt bad because it was a big dog pile, but it's like that was, but also like the comedy angle is cool. But go ahead.
A show about Gungans and Boss Nass ordering them around would be cooler than the droid show, bro.
If you're a real boy,
like that's like a mini series they release on May 4th kind of thing for me, Rob.
They
Like
already have Rebuild the Galaxy and like Lego Star Wars content. That's the comedy, bro.
I guess Rebuild the Galaxy is kind of a comedy.
But like Rob, you know what I mean? Like if they did like say a 20, like 5
special,
50,
yeah, like I could see it in the special,
like something like a comedy special. Okay, now that's fine.
I'm thinking like make it into like The Office where they interview the characters in between scenes and all of that, and like I don't know.
Yeah, I think they could do that as a holiday special or something.
Make
like
do stand up.
All right, I'm
out this window.
If you're a real ball knower in the comments, it's the number one pick that I would have made, but it wouldn't have been good for the video because it just wouldn't have been good conversation. But it's a Talon Card anthology series just about like drug deals and smuggling and hyperspace lanes, and he works closely with the Hutts as well. Talon Card anthology series.
That would be good.
Just want to throw that out there because
a Survivor show low key would be great. Also, too,
I was going to take that, but I figured the video games made it off limits.
Yeah, that's true. But
T will bring it back on limits if anyone gonna do it.
Man, I'm just gonna, now that we brought up that, I'm just gonna bring up. I think there was one time you made me watch a battle droid cutscene from Fallen Order, and you're like, "Isn't this super funny?"
What's the one thing you hope to get to do before you're scrapped? I hope to fulfill my programming. Mine is to blast a Jedi right in the face. We're gonna take.
There's a couple. There's a couple.
Just gonna throw that out there. Just gonna throw that out there.
It's not about it not being funny. It's all right, dude.
all right, boys. As always, like, comment, subscribe, peace.
All right, fellas. Day 9 of the 25 Days of TOT. Today's winner, MPH Bricks, with the number 15. Shout out MPH Bricks. You won an Obi-Wan's Starfighter. Comment your numbers below for a chance to win tomorrow. See you, boys.